question the other day. Why do people live below their expectations? Why don't people take action? Why don't people succeed to their full expectations? Well, quick as a flash, I came back with an answer, and that was they don't have the confidence. And I got to start to think about that, and I thought, okay, so what causes confidence? What gives somebody the confidence to get out there and actually take action? Because if you don't take action, you don't get any results, so nothing changes. And I came back with 3 things, and I want to share those 3 things with you. What are they? Okay, the first one, and a very important one, but I think they're all important, is education. You see, education gives you confidence in whatever field, whether it's education on how to drive a car. You know, when we were first going back and learning to drive a car, what do? We went and got lessons, whether from parents or teachers or whatever, and we got more confident, we practiced, and we learned how to drive a car. The same thing with playing the piano or the guitar or anything else. But the same applies in any kind of career that you pick as well. You know, it's really about the education. Now, there's 2 types of education. One is the theory and all of the formal education that we seem to get. A lot of our formal education is very much about theoretical things. And I think it's very lacking. Now, I'm probably going to get my head bitten off for this, but I think it's lacking. And the reason it's lacking is because it doesn't bring in the practical experience. And I think practical experience is a big part of education, regardless of for what it is, whether it's in real estate investing or whether it's in, you know, any career that you pick. That ability to be able to have the practical hands-on thing is very, very important. And that's why, you know, with what I do, everything is very, very practical, because it needs to be, because things are going to come up. Unless you know how to deal with them, you won't know what action to actually take. So that's the first thing, education. Education gives you confidence. It gives you the confidence to take action because you've done the work, you've done the study, you know this stuff, so you take action accordingly. But there's 2 other very important ingredients. And the next one really comes down to having somebody with you to be able to bounce things off. So to having a mentor, having a coach, having somebody that you can just, you know, call back on if something goes wrong. Now, you think about it in everyday life. You know, we first go out and we get our first job. There's the boss that we can go to. There's the manager we can go to. You know, when you get a little bit more experience, you may not need that support quite as much. But when you're getting out there and doing a new strategy, when you're doing a new thing, having that coach, having that mentor is really important. And the other one is social proof. And I find this is something that breeds confidence more quickly than a lot of things, and that is seeing other people doing it. Because when you see somebody getting out there and making $200,000 on this deal, or $200,000 on that deal, or 100 on this one, or 50 on that one, or 10 on that one, or 20 on that one, or whatever it is, you've got social proof that that strategy works. It took them this long to do that to the particular property, and they got this result. You know, they had this much education, they did that, it cost them this much money, this is the feasibility, this is the due diligence, this is the result that they got. So by having all, that's obviously in my field, in real estate, but it can be in any field. You know, you see somebody help somebody. I'll give you a real example. A friend of mine was out jogging one morning, and he came across a person sitting on a bridge, and he just got a feeling that there was something wrong. So he went over and started to talk to this person. And in talking to the person, he realized that that person was going to jump off the bridge. So he stayed there talking to the person for probably another hour, 2 hours, something like that. And through talking to the person actually got up, he shook his hand, he said, "Thank you." He said, "I understand I've got more to live for than I ever thought about before, so I really want to thank you." Now, you know, that's social proof of him actually taking action. Being able to do that actually helped a whole lot of other people to take action in their own lives. Not just that person sitting on the bridge, but a whole raft of people that I've told that story to have actually taken action and stepped up in their own fields and been able to help others, and to you know, to write that book, do that thing, you know, talk to that person, all of these things that are so important. So it's not just about money. It's not just about, you know, doing a successful deal like it is in my industry, but it's about every industry. So they're my 3 things. Education first. absolutely education. You know, having somebody to bounce the ideas off, having a mentor, having a coach, having somebody to help you through the processes and to be able to ask questions to. And the third one is social proof, seeing other people doing it, seeing what they did, how they did it, how they got to where they were. The social proof is so important, and social proof can come in so many different ways. So guys, I hope that helped. Think about those three things, and whether in something that you're planning to do, you're implementing those three things: education, having a mentor, and social proof. Make sure they are key ingredients in everything that you do, because that will enhance your success, it will fast track your success, and it will actually give you the confidence to get out there and do it.